Hi guys, my name is Ashley. I'm a sophomore biomedical engineering student. I'm here to talk about being a mountaineer. I'm going to talk about how I ended up at WVU, a little bit about my freshman year, and how you can best represent WVU this year. I've always been a mountaineer. I have a lot of connection to WVU. I grew up in Wheeling, West Virginia, and both my parents went to WVU, and I've always been a mountaineer sports fan. When I chose to come here, I looked at a lot of the same things you all probably looked at. I wanted a bright and fun atmosphere, lots of opportunities to explore different careers, and I wanted to be somewhere that was leading by example by being involved in research and community outreach. And I've been very happy with my decision. After a year, I still feel like WVU checks all the boxes for me. Being a good mountaineer really comes down to the 5 values defined by the university. The values are curiosity, service, accountability, respect, and appreciation. We want everyone to know these because you are all officially a reflection of the school everywhere you go. So I'm just going to read the definitions and add some of my experiences with each value so that you know how these can maybe apply to your freshman year. First is curiosity. We ask questions, seek new opportunities, and changes through innovation. I really think this just means getting out of your comfort zone. For me, that meant taking on more leadership roles. Not only is this something that you want to put on your resume, it's also the best way to make more friends and meet more people in the clubs and groups that you're involved in. Going to clubs is great and a really good step in finding more friends, but being on a committee or getting involved in a project within the club will just make it easier to meet more like-minded people that you may not have met otherwise. For me, it also meant asking more questions. Those can be the big questions about yourself and your future that you need to answer over your whole college career, or little questions about class material where you have to step out of your comfort zone to go to your professor's office hours. Both kinds of questions drive you forward in one way or another and are very beneficial when it comes to succeeding in college, so never be afraid to ask them. Second is service. We seek opportunities to serve others and are committed to providing the highest quality of service. The biggest thing here is getting on iServe. That's where you will find all the nearby volunteer opportunities. I would suggest using the within walking distance button there so that you can actually get to any opportunity you sign up for. There are currently virtual service opportunities too, like making cards and videos remotely. I'd suggest you find one thing to either get involved in now or plan to be involved in when things go back to normal. Last year, I volunteered at the Ronald McDonald House by the football field, and that was a great experience, and it's really convenient if you live on Evansdale. And that's something that I found on iServe. So those service opportunities on that website really do make a difference in the community here, and I would really suggest checking those out. Third is accountability. We perform at our very best every day to create a university that is responsive, efficient, and effective. I think that this should just mean holding yourself accountable for your grades, for your portion of group work, and for your actions. There really is no one telling you what to do anymore, so you really do have to hold yourself accountable if you want to make good grades. Also, holding yourself accountable for your actions is super important right now to try to keep the university open as long as possible. Now, I think the fourth and fifth values go together. So the fourth is respect. We are respectful, transparent, and inclusive with each other. And fifth is appreciation. We support and value each other's contributions as we build a community that is one WVU. Again, with COVID, we need to recognize how much work is going into this and how many people are relying on the school being open. So respect goes a long way. Just being a decent person and treating everyone with kindness is so important. When everyone's respectful, especially at big events like football games, when those come back, it's really easy to appreciate in those environments how we all come together to make up the Mountaineer community. From experience, I can tell you that holding up these values makes your time here very worthwhile and fun. I would say that right now, accountability is the most important value to always have on your mind. After all, you are here to get a degree, so valuing your own time and effort goes a long way toward achieving your goals.